Hey folks, how are y'all doing? Cub here and welcome back to our adventure in the wonderful world of Sorcery! Exclamation mark! We've been away from this game for way too long. Most of you folks will remember, hopefully, that we left off after bathing in the cool, cleansing waters by this waterfall and restoring ourselves from a horrible disease that we had picked up. I think it was the plague. Yeah. So now it's time to move beyond Bristatanti. We're getting close to the end of our journey. We still have that chirping little Gen creature with us. And, oh good grief, I can't even remember how the voice goes. Let's get all the saliva down. Let's clear our throats here. You rise early from your spot beneath the tree. As you gather your things, Jan leaps up onto your shoulder.
Ready to go?
He chirps. You pass through the village, which is now as quiet as the grave, and rejoin the path on the far side of Baratanti. I think I called it something different a second ago. The sun sits on the horizon like a gleaming jewel. If all goes well, you will reach Terrapani. They have a real naming scheme for these cities, don't they? Terrapani today, the last village and the Shamutani Tea Hills. After a short climb, the path breaks, heading uphill and to the left and downhill to the right. Ask Jan for advice. Which way, Jan? Make yourself useful if you can.
To the right is the forest. To the left is to the left. The going is easier. The path heads through the field of black flowers to Terrapani.
What else do you know?
Nothing!
Protests the creature.
And that's a fine way to talk to your guide. I'm not charging you for my advice, you know.
Oh, good grief, I would have already strangled them. You'll get no more from the creature. With Terrapani so close, it hardly matters which way you go, surely. Right, yeah, black flowers seems like a bad idea. Forest also seems like a bad idea. But I feel like we've been through forests before, and we haven't tried black flowers, so we know what we're getting into if we go into a dark forest, so let's do that. We go right, you decide.
Then be on your guard!
You climb a rise. The way is not too steep, and as noon approaches, you have crested the ridge and are descending yet again. You are now at the highest point of the hills, where the trees are thin. The view west goes on forever, and sometimes you catch a glimpse of Kare on the northern horizon. We don't really need to stop and eat. We'll just keep going. You decide not to stop to eat, but push on. Jan is in a talkative mood over the worst of his headache from last night's drinking, and fills the air around with his chatter about what he can see and how things smell, and what he plans to do once he makes his fortune in Kare. It's enough to make you wonder if you could sell him as a companion to a blind old lady somewhere. It's actually not bad thinking. You pass the open hillside into a patch of deep forest. Quite suddenly, Jan falls quiet and hisses in your ear.
Stop! Stop now!
Why?
Because...
insists the creature in a tiny voice.
Because something is following us! Precious! Kill him! Kill him!
That didn't happen, but... You come to a dead stop. Jan is right. Something is moving through the trees behind you. A moment later, a point of steel has emerged from the darkness between two trees and touches your neck. You've seen me. I know it. Well, obviously, you just put a blade against our neck. Of course we know you're there. Look into the darkness, walk away, answer, or draw my sword. We're going to very tentatively look into the darkness. You peer into the darkness of the trees. Nothing, just shadow. And then you see, it's a shadow with two eyes. Let's just ask who he is. Maybe he won't want to fight us. Maybe he's just like, oh no, yeah, that looks like the kind of guy who would want to fight us. Who's there? There's no reply, but the tall, dark figure, very handsome sounding person, the tall, dark, and handsome figure of an assassin emerges from the trees. He is dressed head to toe in black, and you had not seen him a moment before, even though he had been standing a mere arm's length away. Is this like a good arm's length? He wields a sharp scimitar and expert hands. We can cast a spell or we can fight him. Let's try to cast a spell. What have we got? Magic didn't work when we were sick, but maybe now that we're cured, we can do a... Nope. Maybe we can do a... Maybe we can walk? Let's create a shield. Requires 1 stamina and 1 gold piece. I don't want to waste gold if I don't have to. We have Zap, which is lightning, and that's way too expensive. Have I tried this already? We can create copies of myself, I think, is what this is. No, that caused fixedness, which would be useful, but we don't have an oak. I mean, I don't know where we would have. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do walk. We're gonna create a shield for ourselves. Cast. You cast the spell, it drains energy from you, but nothing happens. Well, that's getting pretty standard. Okay, then, let's fight him. He's an assassin. How is he gonna come at us? We can attack him much higher right off the bat there. Oh, he blocked! So we only get one hit on him. Let's defend. Ooh, probably a good move on our part. Okay. We'll defend again because he's gonna go low. But then he's gonna exert himself and we're gonna get him real good right here. No, we're not. He's gonna block. Obviously, should have expected that. Let's see if we can match his strike. Oh! Oh, that one hurt. Okay, we're not doing too hot right now. That would have been a good time to attack right there. But now I know his strategy here. He's not going to attack us. Okay. I've got this down. I've got this down pat here. We're gonna advance on him now. Full attack. Crush him. Okay, he's down to 2. We're going for another big attack. Oh, we defeated him. We lost a lot of stamina. It was shameful. 6. We're gonna try it again. Let's see if we can do this again. Alright, so he didn't attack us very big the first. Wow, okay, yeah, he did. We defeated him! But we lost 8 stamina! No, I'm not doing any. No, we're going to get 5 or less, is my goal here. So we know he's going to attack us. Nah! He keeps changing his tactics! Gosh darn him! Oh no, I'm making all kinds of mistakes here. I just don't know what to do, guys. I don't know what to do. Oh no. Oh no. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but each time I do this, I'm doing slightly worse. I mean, I lost 9 stamina that time, but we're not gonna leave it at that. We're gonna try again! So he is going to attack us off the bat here. Let's just do a minor attack. We're not gonna go blow it all on this first one. We'll go with 8. Oh, good, 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 good. This is starting off really well. And now we can go all out again with a 7. And he beats us with a 7.2! I've worked my way back up to 6, so things are finally going back in the right direction. Let's try it one more time, shall we? Oh my gosh. Oh, we are doing quite well now. We're doing quite well now. Oh, but we blew it right there. Oh, we should have blocked, and I knew we should have blocked. I'm gonna keep making mistakes, though. And it's paid off! We did it with only 2 stamina loss. Strong sword play. We're gonna continue. I don't think we can beat that. The assassin is not dead, but lies on the floor gasping. Let's spare him. We're noble. Then get up, you tell him, holding your sword back, but not putting it away yet. He nods and sheaths his own blade. He looks down at his dismembered body. 'Tis merely a scratch. That's not in there. No. You are an honorable man. I am glad to meet you. Now you have saved me. You owe me. I owe you. Wait. You own me in part. My name is Flanker. What a name. I am an assassin and a thief. Do you know Ezio? Oh. Why did you attack me? It is a simple matter. I pick on wayfarers for practice in hiding and in killing. I assumed you would be no match, especially when I saw your pet. He points briefly at the Minimite, who is currently hiding under a fold in your tunic. But I see I was wrong. He bows his head once. Why did he think based on the... He bows his head once. Perhaps in respect. Perhaps from the pain in his injuries. Are you traveling to Carre? He asks. Yes, I am. Would you like to join me? I'm starting a little entourage. I got this weird little creature on my shoulder. I go that way as well. I will not travel with you, but once you are there, perhaps I will see you. If so, I will not forget the debt I owe you. He is useless. Finish him. What is your business in Carre? He looks long into your eyes for a moment, then answers. The nobles of the city have heard rumors. Goblins are reopening old mines. They want to know why. Have you found out?
I believe so, he replies in a whisper. It is not jewels or iron they are after. You know the history of these hills, perhaps. They have not always been so poor, so underpopulated. Once great and powerful men lived here. Men of great knowledge and sorcery.
Long gone now.
Planker shakes his head. Not gone. Changed. There's a village of giants in these hills. That is what these men became. The ancient miners once ran a great city, spanning from Kakabad Sea as far north as Jakar Mines. That was where they mined ore that forged the crown, and it is that metal, that power that the goblins are searching for. If Mampang should rise, it would be their only hope.
Well, the crown must be recovered, they must be stopped. Will they find it? They must be stopped!
Perhaps they will be. They say the ancients left terrible guardians behind.
He bows his head again. This time it is definitely from pain.
Go!
He hisses.
You cannot aid me.
I can help you. No, I can't leave you. I have to save you. Luke from Star Wars. I've caused your wounds. I will help you. He grins with gritted teeth.
Are you a doctor? I do not think you are.
No, but I can bind your wounds. I've been through a lot the last few days, okay? I know a thing or two. Tearing strips of dark fabric from his clothing. Did we ask him if that was appropriate? I don't think we did. I think we just started tearing apart his clothes. You bind his wounds tightly, and the bleeding lessens.
You are too kind to a man who is about to kill you,
he murmurs. Let that be your lesson, you reply as you gather up your things, and head out of the forest, leaving him behind. You have a sense that you have made a powerful friend, where hopefully I have, and hopefully he will come in handy in the city port of Traps, aka Carre, which we are quickly approaching. How long do you think we'll be traveling today? Oh.
How long do you think we'll be traveling today?
The Mennonite on your shoulder asks.
I'm hungry and tired. We've gone such a long way.
You can stop here. The Mennonite complained.
You'd like that. I'm sure you would.
I would. My throat would like it too. You continue along the path along the side of a hill. A wooden hut is set on into the slope, with an old woman sitting on the front step. A river seems to be emerging from beneath her. As you get closer, you realize the water flows underneath her house, and the house itself is set on splayed struts like an insect straddling the water course. Oh my gosh, this must be the waterfall. This is the thing we saw on top of the waterfall. A few paces from the front of the house, the water plunges over the edge of a sheer cliff and disappears. Greet the woman. Remember, we said there was something magical about it, so maybe this woman's magical. Greetings, you call. The woman looks up at you and smiles.
Come here, would you?
She calls.
I can barely see you.
Alright, so yeah, this could totally be like freaky witch in the gingerbread house situation, but it might be fun too. You approach the old woman. She smiles a toothless smile. And gets up from the step.
Come in, please.
She beckons.
I get so lonely living out here on my own, away from the villages.
Okay, let's go inside. Oh yeah, she doesn't look freaky at all. Check her out. Okay. Looks almost like she has a cat face. Thank you. You follow her inside and take a seat by a long wooden table.
I'll bring us some tea,
she says. She sounds almost nervous. Hurrying to her kitchen, she returns with 2 large cups.
Watch it,
Jan whispers in your ear.
I don't trust this one. Not that I care what happens to you, of course.
Of course not, Jan. Let's make conversation. The tea is still hot. You cup it between your hands as you speak. What is your name?
They call me Chasm Moon,
she replies with a smile.
I used to be quite well known in my way.
You nod, but you've never heard of her. Why do you live alone?
Oh,
she smiles sweetly.
No one bothers me. Why would they?
You can't help but notice she has not answered the question. This is a beautiful place, you remark, watching the river outside the door plunging away over the cliff face. And you realize that in a moment now, the struts that are holding the house up might break and you'll plummet over the cliff face. Doesn't say that! Just throwing it out there, it's a true fact.
This is the top of the crystal waterfall,
she says.
The river runs right under my house. They say it carries all my goodness and youth away while I sleep, and the villagers bathe in it for luck.
She giggles meanly.
I'm sure it isn't quite true.
You would be surprised. I got cured swimming in those waters. You make to sip your tea when the old woman stops you, catching your arm before the cup reaches your lips.
Oh,
She says suddenly.
I've forgotten the pot.
She goes back into the kitchen to fetch it. We can drink the tea, switch cups with it, or make a run for it. Nah, Fooey, we'll drink the tea. You lit the mug, blow away the steam, and take a sip as the old lady returns. The old lady lifts her own mug and takes a deep gulp. Her own tea is gently refreshing. Oh, my tea is gently refreshing. Then she splutters and coughs and grips her side. I think we made the right choice here, people. She was going to poison us because she thought we would change the cups, but we didn't. You thought I would change the cups, but you didn't know. Sorry. Good movie. If you guys have never seen The Princess Bride, amazing movie. Definitely need to go watch that. Spoiler alert, they both have poison in them. Help her. Something wrong?
Oh, no,
She replies, trying to smile, but clearly doubled in pain. Stumbling and almost falling, she staggers to her kitchen and gulps down another drink. When she returns, she seems much better again.
I'm not as young as I was,
She explains. All the same, she pushes her tea to one side.
But tell me about you. You're a traveler?
Yes. That's right. I'm going to Kare. She claps her hands.
How wonderful. Such a delightful city.
Indeed.
Tell me, on your journey, you didn't happen to come across an old man, did you?
I did. And he was in a tree, and he gave me something. He gave me... What did he give me? I think it was like a piece of paper. Yeah, a spellbook page. The page is torn through, and only half the spell is visible. C.A. Do we want to be honest with this old woman? She did try to poison us. But she was only going to poison us if we were dishonest with her and switched the drinks. So, we'll be honest with her. Yes.
Not just any old man,
She insists.
there's one carrying a page from my spell book.
Give us a reward. I've got your page. Show her the page. You pull the page, the spell page from your pack, and her eyes light up. Giggling with glee, she snatches it. What is the spell?
It's a spell for pest repulsion. You've no idea how useful it is around here.
She shakes her head.
4 days ago, I was visited by travelers such as yourself. But when I was away making tea, as I always do, he started leafing through my book and tore out a page. He must have been a wizard of power because he vanished almost too fast for me to curse him.
What curse did you cast?
Well, you saw him,
She replies.
I aged him. Didn't stop him escaping, though.
Oh my goodness. So do you think he was the last adventurer that was sent out before us, and he was returning changed, and he was transformed into an old man? Because if so, that means we've made it as far as the last guy, which is impressive enough. I mean, if we make it to the next stopping point, we will have done better than the last guy, which you can't ask for more than that, really. She fusses with the page, preparing her spellbook with some gentle magic.
Shall I show you how useful the spell is?
What do you mean?
Well,
She makes a little gesture at something behind you.
how can I put this? You sure don't want me to rid you don't want me to rid you of a pest?
You realize she is looking at Jan. Jan is a pest. But I don't think I want to get rid of him just yet. I'll keep him.
Really?
She looks surprised, but then shrugs and slams shut the book.
Well, it's your cat's funeral, as they say in Kare.
She gets to her feet.
You best be going.
That's it? What? Jan hops into your shoulder, whispering profuse thanks into your ear, and you leave. Maybe Jan will be useful at some point. So that was it. We met the old woman in her little cottage, and now we're headed outside the village. Outside what village? Oh, right, the last Tanti. It is now late afternoon. You pass over the brow of the next hill, and below you is the village of Terrapani, slung from one side of the valley to the next like a flood barrier. We observe it. Terrapani is a village of the Sven, an aggressive-looking race of man-orcs. Okay, you might expect their village to be rowdy, but it seems strangely quiet. Go into the should-be-rowdy but strangely quiet city. Let's see if we can start a rodeo, because things always get rowdy at the rodeo. Wee-haw! As you enter the village, there is a definite air of depression hanging over the place. The Svens are going about their business slowly and miserably, and pay you no heed. You sit yourself down on a tree stump in the very center of this village to consider your options. Make contact with the villagers. You spy a group of Svens sitting outside a low hut, and you walk over and sit yourself down. They're discussing a friend apparently killed in the night by an assassin's curved blade. I don't want to say that I met the assassin, because I don't want to be associated with... Is that why you were all afraid? Just got a text message. Look at that. Sorry about that. We're afraid of no thing, retorts the Sven furiously. But no, much worse. Another Sven bangs his head down at the table. Ugh! Ooh, that shaked my whole mic. Or shook? Shook. It shook my mic all night long. Okay. But with Ash dead, who saved Tia? Who is Tia? A flower, the Sven who answers wipes a tear from the corner of his eye, scratching himself painfully with an uncut fingernail. Tia is the chief's daughter, the other Sven says. Ash was to save her, now Ash not alive. Tia soon not alive. What happened to her? Oh, no, you need a new hero. Let's set ourselves up as the hero. We do, replies the Sven. Where we find one? He pretends to look under a rock a nearby rock, and the other Svens laugh, despite their sore mood. Trouble is, another says, our village die if chief line end. Tia is end. So if end ends, we end. All very sad. Very sad, they agree. Who you? One asks suddenly, as if only just thinking of it. He prods you in the Stop that. I am a traveler. Traveler? A sly gleam enters the biggest one's eyes. Great traveler? I do my best, I'm modest. Best is good. Meek. Taffy. Taffa. He signals to the others, who are quickly on their feet. Big hefty arms swinging for you. Wait, take to chief. Before you can resist, they have you and are hauling you bodily on their shoulders. Jan clings to your shoulder, refusing to be shaking free. Dang it, Jan. I should have gotten rid of you. Pray to the spirit for aid. Wait to see what happens. Where are you taking me? It's not the weirdest thing that's happened to me. The Svens carry you, giving no reply. Then you reach a low hut on the edge of the village. You are set down carefully. Captured? Dun 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 dun. We've been captured, people. We could pray for help from the ape, but no rush on that yet. The door is slammed and locked. A moment later, it reopens and your possessions are thrown inside. I mean, we might as well eat something. Pulling your knapsack, you pull out rations of your food and eat it. Nothing else happens. Let's try to get some shut-eye. Oh, look at that. Figuring they will probably now wait until daylight, you put your head down to sleep. Your dreams are filled with grasping hands and long dark nails scratching at your flesh. And however much you toss and turn on the floor, you cannot quite get them out of your mind. But we did regain some stamina. We have now maxed out at 20, 19 of 20. We're running out of rations, though, so that's never good. But that's okay, because Kare is a beautiful city full of food. We just got to get there. Daybreak. You are still alone. An hour passes before you hear any noise outside, and then the door to the hut opens, and 5 Svens come in. They drag you roughly out across the street to another hut, where an old man with gray hair sits. He is wearing outlandish, colorful robes. My name, Procius. Chief. He claps his chest twice. I apologize. Then he bows, brushing the dust on the floor with his sleeve. Rush him! No. Apology accepted. Your highliness. The chief nods and waves a menial who brings in bread and milk. Wow, so we could have just waited till now to eat, but we'll go ahead and eat now. Gratefully, you bolt down the meal. It does not seem to be poisoned, and it nourishes you. The bowl is removed, and the chief squats down in the pool of cloth. Jan crawls under your own cloak, hoping to go unnoticed and quiet for once.
I have need of you, and your strength.
Tell me. The chief nods.
I shall. My daughter, my child, she is taken, offered to a terrible demon below.
So, as I've mentioned, I've played this before. I know what's about to happen. I was hoping that we could face it earlier in the game and not have to face it now, but we failed. You want me to rescue her? The chief nods.
Succeed. You may choose your reward. Fail,
and he shrugs. I'll do it, because I'm noble hero, the chief nods.
I hope you will.
He gestures to the other Svens who, still taking no chances, grab you by your arms and haul you to your feet. And that will take us to the end of the series, the crack in the ground, and we will come back to that next time. Folks, thank you for being so patient. I know it's been a while since the last of these came out, but hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye!